Triple H, he blames the fans yet again. You see, this guy, every time he gets a chance, he always puts the blame on someone other than himself. So he was on the Busted Shill Open podcast, which
Isn't changing anything.
isn't changing.
Won't be
But
biased.
he was on that podcast, and there was a question that he was asked. And with this, we go to Yahoo Sports. There's another tie-in here that we're going to link together here because he said something else tonight that was it almost contradict what he said here. But it says Triple H says he wishes fans wouldn't criticize his booking and get invested in the stories instead.
What stories?
Hold on, we're gonna get there. So it says WWE chief content creator doesn't understand why the fans are more concerned with the behind-the-scenes aspect rather than the programming. Triple H, who now goes by Paul Levesque, took over creative from, well, we know that part. So he was on a interview with, as I said, I'm sorry, like I said, Busted Open. Speaking on Sirius XM's Busted Open, WWE COO Paul Levesque said he was asked about the criticism he has faced recently from the company's perceived creative decline. Levesque suggested that fans should place their misguided passion towards investing in the WWE superstars and their stories rather than the creative process. He says, I wish sometimes we could put that passion into the talent now as opposed to somebody gets heat in our business. Why would they do that or write that way? It's what we do here. As opposed to that no good piece of did this. There's nothing to say that stop, my voice is starting to hurt there. There's something to say that innocent of not knowing and it's still real to me, damn it. But it is what it is. I love that. I love the love. It's all passion for what we do. So that was the quote. Essentially, and I'm going to just reiterate it because I was doing the Triple H voice. Spot on, by the way. That he's wishing that, and I get what he's saying. He's saying instead of, hey, why did they book this? I guess the best way to put it is Julia losing in 2 minutes. And why would they book Julia like this as opposed to just putting the passion into
the story of Julia losing like that? Oh man, what a great story. This seemingly random match.
And to your point, yes, there does need to be, you can't just feed us slop and then say you should be focused on the stories. Well, give us good stories, and we want to be focused on the stories.
No shit. We've been saying that since we started.
Yes. You just got to give us something to get invested in. I do know, and to that fact, yes, I agree that as fans, we do focus on the why are they booked this way. I think our podcast does good to not focus on that as much. We'll question it every once in a while, but we usually keep it to the performers.
We keep it on screen.
Yes.
The shit we criticize is more of like what we see. We're not speculating. Like, oh, backstage he must be pissed off at LA Knight or Jacob Fatu because he had fucking Gears of War shit on his mask.
Or, oh, why did they book it this way? And why did they book Obafemi to get Tombstone on the wood, get that visual, and then have him kick out? I don't know, X-Pac. See, I don't even know who's booking. Oh, Bobby Roode produced that. Yeah, that's what he's saying. We shouldn't really be focused on that. It's just more so Obafemi kicked out.
But he can't tell us to focus on the stories he has. They're shit. They don't go anywhere. They're the same thing, just different players.
Yes. And also, you're doing your own thing to destroy that. Oh, don't focus on the backstage stuff. Just focus on what's happening in the ring. Also, tune in next week on Unreal as we show you the backstage stuff.
Well, they show you the backstage that they want us to see.
They do. And I think it also helps that I don't think we watched Unreal.
I know I didn't.
Maybe it helps there too, but because I don't want to focus on that stuff. I don't really, it's good for entertaining, but I don't want to be focused on the backstage stuff because I'm not backstage. I'm never going to be backstage. So what does that matter to me? Right. I just care about what I see on my TV.
Well, the backstage stuff is fun to read about and oh, LA Knight's not very happy, or they're not very happy with him and creative. That's why he's getting shit on. That shit's fun to read, or people are pissed off at each other.
To read it and stuff like that, it is fun. Our channel's built on backstage stuff, if I'm being honest. So this very segment is about backstage stuff. But I don't want to, I don't know. I think of what I keep thinking of is a movie. If you go watch a movie and it's bad, you don't think of, oh, what are they that or the other?
Well, you talk about the script, you talk about the effects, it's the whole thing. If it sucks, and then you break down why it sucked. If he gave us one good thing, which he hasn't, there's not been one storyline or one match or one moment that has been memorable under the Triple H era. And they expanded SummerSlam to 2 nights. Why?
Well, I think they've been humbled on that because they expanded it to 2 nights, but
Because they didn't do the attendance.
they didn't. The streets are saying there was 30 something thousand. So it is a good night, 30,000.
How
But
big's the stadium?
the stadium was supposed to, I think they initially expected, well, what they say is the stadium can fit 70,000. But
So it wasn't even half full then.
no. But I think it wasn't even half full. I think they did, it looked full, if I'm being honest. So they spaced people out. They did fill a lot of tickets. I think they did, I don't know, production tricks. Again, that's backstage stuff that I don't really know nothing about. So what I can say is on the screen, it looked full. The pictures people were uploading, there wasn't that many, because usually online they'll show
They
you
shit
like
on that.
online the pictures floating around. There wasn't that many empty. There wasn't like blocks of empty sections. There's, I don't know, maybe little clusters of emptiness, but it wasn't anything bad.
They didn't do a whole lot of wide angle shots. Well,
See, I didn't think they did.
he just needs to give us something to bite or sink our teeth into, and all that criticism will go away. Or not start something and don't follow up with it. Rock wanting Cody's soul and turning Cena heel and then just disappearing and being replaced with fucking Travis Scott, who then disappeared himself.
That is true. But like I said, I can think what he's getting at is, like, I don't know. If you do put the energy to the talent, then it does let them off the hook, but it also, I don't know, it changes. I don't know.
Well, what energy are we supposed to put into the talent when they're given nothing but shit to throw at us?
And that's the hidden thing there. It's basically a roundabout way of saying enjoy the show. Oh, just put the, I know you want to question, you want to critique the booking, but just put that into the talent, aka accept the slop we're giving you and cheer or boo as we want you to. Oh, you're unhappy that we booked Julia in a 2-minute match? Then fine, cheer for her even louder when she's out there. So basically, let us off the hook.
Right.
Oh, you don't think you want LA Knight to be pushed? Then get out there and be loud about LA Knight.
Audience decides. I almost think he's worse than Vince, because Vince at least had good ideas.
And well, he had bad ideas too, but
Absolutely.
at least they were, said before, bad. Even if they're bad, there's something to talk about.
Right. Triple
When
H gives us none of that.
This isn't even bad booking. There's just no booking. Oh, there's Roman and Seth have history. There, what am I supposed to? There's nothing to even criticize there. There's nothing.
This week on Raw, we have Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns contract signing. This week on Raw, we have a face-to-face. This week on Raw, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns are here. Just, it's the same fucking shit.
Under one roof, which is the newest thing that they say. Yeah. But that does lead us into the next part of this, because there's a second part of this, which you have to fast forward to tonight. Because Triple H, again, I don't know how we got here, but there was another quote from Triple H about the talent. So it says, and this is from Elite Rock Stars, and this was from we're not going to play it, but this is from the post show. We're not going to play it because we will get clips for that. But it says, Triple H responds to criticism of the same names are always featured in WWE's top spot. And he says, when anybody says, why am I not in that spot? I don't know. Are you more over than Cody? Are you more over than Roman? Are you more over than Punk? Are you more over than Liv, EO? Get there. Make those crowd reactions happen. Whatever you need to do, make it happen. If you're not willing to earn that spot, you shouldn't have it anyway. So, well, that's what he said, responding to why is it always the same old names? Why do you keep going to the Punk and the, well, Punk, Roman, even though we saw in the main event a guy take a tombstone onto board and kick out of that. And this was a new guy. So there's that. But that ties into the whole, I guess, Triple H criticism thing, because he's saying, oh, these people aren't getting the reactions, and that's why they're not. But you're telling me LA Knight's not getting the reactions? He got one of the loudest pops of the night, and he always gets one of the loudest pops of the night. Karrion Kross, I see in the comments there, but Karrion Kross, fans are rallying behind him. I would say Julia, but that's more of an online thing than an arena thing.
Well, it's not even the fans rallying behind anything. It's just there's an inferior wrestling product on television. It sucks. They're calling out the fact that it sucks. And then they're just like, oh, you're not sophisticated enough to understand our process. Just enjoy it. Just sit back and enjoy it. Don't take it so seriously.
Just enjoy the show. Stop criticizing it. Like I said, the one thing I can equate to it is a movie. Because when you, or at least when I go watch a movie, if it sucks, I still don't like, oh, why did they shoot it at this angle, or why did they write this into the script? I just say the movie sucked.
If it's bad dialogue, if there's a particular scene where, I don't know, it's filmed upside down or absolutely no fucking reason, or they use a stupid filter for no fucking reason, you're going to talk about that. If the script sucks, if the story doesn't make any sense, if the acting's bad.
I guess that's the one thing that's my get. If the acting's bad, or if it's overly woke, then it's not a serious thing. They ain't taking it serious. I guess that is my only, really, that's my only one, is like if it's like shoved down your face woke. Like the chick in The Last of Us saying, I'm going to be a dad. The chick
Jesus Christ.
in The Last of Us. The chick.
You actually watched it?
I did. But that is what Triple H said. Got everybody riled up.
Well, he just needs to take accountability for the fact that he's been groomed to suck. It might not be all his fault, but he sure as hell ain't trying. And blaming the fans for having opinions and still being invested in your bullshit. He should be fucking thankful, because the last ticket sales for SummerSlam, it shows that they're not as interested anymore.
Yes, they are being humbled, and it's satisfying. So, WrestleMania 42, they ran this also before. We just didn't call it out, but WrestleMania 42 is going to be in Saudi. Well, they're having these watch parties here in the United States, so you can go to like SARS and shit and watch it as like an official watch party. They advertised it again here on SummerSlam, which is funny because Nick Khan, I remember him smugly saying, oh yeah, our fans will travel to Saudi. So yeah, got humbled there. Turns out they're not going to travel, and you're not going to travel, and that's why you're doing the watch parties.
No shit.
Like them admitting that, okay, I'm going to travel.
Of course not, especially now.
Yeah. Have to have a pretty damn good show.
Even then, like, just too hostile over there.
Is it? I thought it was over.
It's not over.
Oh. Well, there you go. When will it be over? I thought I heard Trump talking about. Anyway, never mind.
He said it like times that they won, and he's full of shit.
There you go. But on that note, let us know what you think of it in the comments below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button.